In maths, substitution just means swapping a letter for a number. For example, we want to substitute the specified numbers into each of these formulas. In question A, we have the formula 2x plus 3. Remember, this really means 2 times x plus 3, which means the result of timesing 2 by x, you then add 3 to it. But x is equal to 4. So, wherever I see an x in my formula, I can replace it with a 4. So instead of 2 times x plus 3, I can write 2 times 4 plus 3. Now we need to remember BIDMAS. M comes before A in BIDMAS. The M stands for multiply. So I need to do 2 times 4, which is 8, and then A for add, my 3. So I will end up with a final answer of 11. So when x equals 4, 2x plus 3 equals 11. Let's look at some trickier examples. We want to substitute x equals minus 2 into 5x minus 3. To do this, I'm going to do 5 times, now x equals minus 2, so wherever I see an x, I can put a minus 2. I'm going to put it in brackets so it's nice and clear. 5 times minus 2, then I take away 3. Remember, when I multiply two numbers with different signs, so in this case a plus times a minus, my answer will be a minus. So I have minus 10, take away 3. Now think about a number line. If it's minus 10 degrees and the temperature goes down by 3, the new temperature is minus 13 degrees. So my answer is minus 13. In C, remember the expression that I have is 2 times x squared plus 3 times x. Now x is equal to 5, so I can substitute in 2 times 5 squared plus 3 times 5. Remember in BIDMAS, the I stands for indices, which is powers, so I work that out first because the I comes before the m. So I need to do 2 times 5 squared, which is 25, plus 3 times 5. This gives me 2 times 25, that's 50, plus 3 times 5 is 15, giving me a final answer of not 45, sorry, give me a final answer of 65. In D, I have x cubed plus 2x squared, and x equals minus 3. So I have minus 3 cubed plus 2 times minus 3 squared. We need to be very careful with this. Minus 3 cubed is minus 3 times minus 3 times minus 3. But minus 3 times minus 3 is plus 9. So this is really 9 times minus 3, which is minus 27. So we can say minus 3 all cubed is minus 27. Minus 3 all squared is going to be minus 3 times minus 3, which is plus 9. So we have plus 2 times 9. So we have minus 27 plus 2 times 9, which is 18. So I need to work out minus 27 plus 18, which is minus 9. Finally, we have some examples where there are different letters. So in E, we have 3p take away 4x, where p equals 5 and x equals minus 2. So what I need to write down first is that I have 3 times p, take away 4 times x. You have 3 times 5, because p is 5, take away 4 times minus 2. This is going to be 15, and then remember we have minus 4 times minus 2. We can think about it that way. If you're taking away 4 times minus 2, you can think of it as minus 4 times minus 2. Now, when the signs are the same and we multiply, the answer is a plus. So we have plus 4 times 2, which is 8. This gives us a final answer of 23. Finally, we have 2x plus 5y, where x equals 0.4 and y equals 0.3. The expression is 2 times x plus 5 times y. There's like an invisible times sign between the letter and the number here. And if I substitute in x equals 0.4, I have 2 times 0.4. plus, because y is 0.3, 5 times 0.3. 2 times 0.4 is 0.8. 5 times 0.3 is going to be 1.5, so I have 0.8 plus 1.5. If you're unsure of why this is, have a look back on the video on multiplying decimal numbers. This will give me a final answer of 2.3. Here are some questions for you to try. Please pause the video now and have a go at them. And when you're ready for the answers, press play. Just one little hint here. For question 3, you might need to think about rearranging the formula, but just have a go, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers. Here are the answers. For question 3b, we need to work out the number of hours worked if the fee is £440. You might be a bit unsure on how to do this. Well, what I've done is I've worked backwards. To get the fee, we multiply 20 by the number of hours worked, and then we add on the call-out charge. So to work out the number of hours worked, we need to do the opposite. So we take the fee and we subtract the call-out charge, because that's the opposite of adding the call-out charge, giving us 430. And the opposite of timesing by the number of hours worked is going to be dividing by it. So we have to do 430 divided by 20, which on your calculator will be 21.5 hours. Here is a really tricky question, which is really only for higher tier. We want to substitute x equals 4 and y equals minus 3 into the formula. If you'd like to have a go at it, pause the video now and have a go. Otherwise, I'll just go through it. So if I first write down that we have 4 times everything in this bracket. So we have 3x squared, take away 4x over x plus y. I'm now ready to put the numbers in. We have 4 times 3 times 4 squared, take away 4 times 4, over 4 plus minus 3. This is 4 times, so in the brackets now, 4 squared is 16, so I've got 3 times 16, take away 4 times 4, which is 16. 4 plus minus 3, I've got a plus sign immediately next to a minus sign. That becomes a minus, so I have 4 take away 3, giving me 4 times. Now I have 48. 3 times 16 is 48. Take away 16 is going to be 32. And 4 take away 3 is 1. So we end up with 4 times 32 over 1, which is just 4 times 32. 4 times 32 is going to be 128. And that's our final answer.